Hey everyone, lessons. It's 6:01 p.m. here on the East Coast, and welcome to Pine Grove News. Well, somebody's not supposed to be here, but anyway. Anyways, y'all know what's going on. We got a countdown right now until midnight, right? For the government shutdown, and of course it's just a partial shutdown, And they did say that, maybe the parks will even be open this time. I don't know, but they also had a live, Fox actually had a live feed, and they came on and they had said, with 6 hours left till midnight, that they're not going to vote on anything else except for the budget, which is, the whole reason for this shutdown. So I don't understand, these things. I understand that the Democrats do not want to give Trump a victory. They all know that they need security at the border. They've all admitted to that. And that's why I can't stand politics. While everyone else, or whoever it may be that will be affected from the shutdown, it won't be them. I was reminded from somebody tonight that they had I don't know if it was a sister or a brother who had a friend who knew Pelosi, and they went to a Christmas party there, and this person had mentioned to who I talk to every day, just about the amount of food and the gluttony that was going on there. Anything you can think of to eat, it was there. And his words were that it was disgusting, and it is. It's totally disgusting. It's wasteful. But this is the world they live in, and it's not the real world. It's the world that they want, and they want to get rid of the rest of us so they can continue to live in that world. I don't think that's going to happen. So, in any case, it's still in a countdown, and there has been no decision yet, except that they've given the president 3 proposals, and so far there's still going to be a shutdown, a partial one. In any case, I'm going to announce some other things here that I wrote down, some notes. The market was down again, quite a bit in a few sectors. I mean, the Dow was down 415 plus, S&P was down 50, NASDAQ was down 195. I mean, you're talking about double-digit percentages losses for, let's see, a lot of this is the social media platforms, like Facebook, Google, Amazon was down. They were only down 5%, but Netflix was down 40%. They were talking about some other, Facebook down, in Google, like I said, down double digits. I don't know what that is. They all say that it's because of this partial government shutdown, but I'm telling you, the social media stuff, these companies have been tanking for a while now. I think there was a story out the other day about Mark Zuckerberg losing quite a few millions of dollars. But, anyways, we won't discuss what happened a while ago about him selling his shares of Facebook. And all right, sorry I mentioned that. And the other big thing that I'm going to cover that a little bit here, but U.S. withdrawing from Syria. We talked about that 2 days ago, but there are other people voicing their concerns in that. Believe it or not, and I was shocked at this, is that they are the Mid-East people, like Pakistan and other people, that the U.S. is withdrawing from. So, in any case, those are my phone calls that I get every day now Once you go search online for insurance, they will call you continually. Even if you do get insurance online, they're supposed to have some kind of switch that they turn off and they will stop the phone calls. But people, it doesn't work. They're still calling. And they're automated ones. I mean, you can't call them back because I did try calling them back. And you can't get through back to the other end. So something is up here. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's not legal. So, talked about the partial government shutdown and withdrawal. Pope, which I don't have an article for. It's out there somewhere, though. The Pope calls on predator priests to turn themselves in. Very interesting, huh? So, in any case, and then they got this other guy. He's on here right now on OAN News, Brian Kolfage. He started a GoFundMe page to support, the border wall funding page, and he's got $12,467,000 right now for this border wall. Now, I don't know exactly who he is, Brian Kolfage, but he seems to know, politics. In any case. I mean, and then somebody else explained to me, he's calling these donors idiots. You know why he's calling them idiots? Because they're already paying for the wall. They are. The taxpayers pay for the wall, right? They do. They pay for the wall. So, in any case, I don't know what's going on with that GoFundMe page. Trying to get the title of the page name, but just support border wall funding. I guess that's it. Support border wall. In any case, and if they do come up with an agreement in Congress or Senate or wherever they're voting, that 12.4 million I said, he will let the contributors, because most of the contributors said that they do not want their money back. So it's got to be somebody who really doesn't care about the amount of money that they're giving out for this border wall. I certainly would either want my money back or, as Brian stated, give it to a charity. He said, who's going to do that work, though? It's more than, because you're going to get all these, it's just going to be a lot of work involved if he lets everyone just pick a charity and get these multiple charities, and now this guy, for whatever well-wishing that he's doing this for, it's going to end up doing more work. Anyways, maybe there's somebody who will offer their services. Why not? I think it's a good gesture, but this person I talked to does make a point. We're already paying for the wall in our taxes. And Trump is still out there building the wall. Okay, the wall is still being built. California was just awarded a contract for, 11 or 12 miles of border fence, border wall. So, they're still building it. All right, let's get on with some of this news. So, and if anybody, just want to say hello to everyone at Mixler. If you guys wanted to go, I'm looking at my live stream on Google on YouTube, and it's up and running at the moment. So, PGN Live, you could go there and you can actually see the news there, whatever you prefer. And we got this platform and got YouTube platform if you want. I just wanted to say hello to everyone, and God bless. So we'll take the first one. We'll go to Watchers. And you heard, I think this was yesterday or this morning. I'm not sure, because I do briefly look at the news in the morning, at least the weather, So from the Watchers, this 7.4 earthquake over there, or up there in Russia. I believe that there were warnings. Yes, there was a warning issued briefly And then it was quickly taken back down. I have those warnings up on my PC. I wasn't able to get them over to laptop. 7.4. So big suckers. I mean, now, right? These earthquakes are these big ones. 6 and above and the 7s, they are becoming more frequent. And we got this other guy. I mean, yes, God bless you. In God's hands. Now I'm trying to. That's either Phyllis or Gary. Which one is it? Because you guys spell it awfully close together, and I keep forgetting which one that is. Hey, Maddie was here, but she probably went over to the live stream over at YouTube. So in any case, let's Phyllis, yes. Sorry, Phyllis. I know I keep doing that, but I'm just stupid sometimes. That's why I do the news. Anyway, yeah. Blessings to you, sister. I'm going to try to make this short. Of course, keep saying that. It never ends up happening, but I'm going to try. But in any case, also over at the Watchers, massive hailstorm. See, hit Sydney, Australia. I don't know what this ICA is. Declares a catastrophe. So they're declaring another catastrophe. It's big words you hear now. Biblical, apocalyptic, catastrophes. I mean, they are happening more and more frequently. Multiple severe thunderstorms hit the Australian state of New South Wales, including capital Sydney on the 20th, dropping tennis ball-sized hail and causing huge damage. Let's see. Well, they've already got estimates of 125 million, but as far as catastrophes go, I would think it would be more, right? I don't know. All right, well, let's go over to end time headlines. I don't know why it's in this order, but we're going to talk about this just briefly. Just going to show you. This is a picture of an unexplained cloud formation caught on camera by a stunned photographer. And it is very, very weird. I mean, you got the normal clouds, brief clouds, and most of the sky is blue. And then just one little, I don't know. I've seen a lot of science fiction movies and shows, so I could tell you what I think it looks like, and you may not realize how that looks, but I would say, to make everyone try to understand it, it looks more like a type of mushroom cloud formation, and it's just weird. I understand. Of course, every time we get a picture of something like this, it's always blurry. Okay, so this is from Brazil too, so consider where it's from. Isn't that where they also had the Fatima thing, the image of Mother Mary, supposedly? There were thousands of them, I guess, hundreds or thousands of them that saw this at the same time. Many people talk about it from time to time. So that's where it happened, in Brazil, and I couldn't pronounce it for you, where it happened. And on the 16th, and I'm sure if you go over to the security team, he will have this, and maybe he can explain. No, he can't, because he normally can't explain it. From End Time Headlines, Rabbi claims Ring of Fire to unleash deadly quakes and volcanic eruptions. Well, before I actually read this, I said to myself, are you kidding me? Really? So this rabbi is just going to come out and claim the Ring of Fire to unleash deadly quakes and volcanic eruptions. I don't know where this rabbi has been, but they already are. It already is. And yes, it's going to get worse. Yeah, Revelation, signs of the times, birth pains, more intense and with more frequency. It's happening. It's right before our eyes. It's happening. Look at all these 6 pointers. I've been adding them up. I'm storing them on my hard drive, and I'm going to come out with this data, and show you. I mean, just in 1 month, what was it? August is when I really started talking about it. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to have some rabbi who needs some kind of claim to glory or something to have him, whatever. I don't get it. We already have it going on, unless he's got some kind of vision, which, don't have to have a vision. We already know it. It's in the Bible. It is. U.S. military preparing a full withdrawal of its forces from Syria. We talked about this 2 days ago. And the only thing I want to mention about that is that, first of all, Israel is kind of now saying it's being left alone and feeling kind of uneasy about that. But not only that, now we're getting, which as I said before, I haven't heard this before, is that countries in the Middle East are quite worried about it as well. Pakistan's worried about it. Iraq's worried about it. What about Afghanistan? And there are other places. And yes, he's pulling out of Syria, but he's also talking about pulling out of the rest, pulling all our troops home, leaving whatever contingent that he thinks necessary there. But that's something I always thought he would do, and he's going to do. And, because he said, and a lot of people think so too, we should not have to be the police of the world. I mean, if that's who we're going to be, then pay us. But that's not how it's working. You always find out, maybe we're getting something out of it, oil or something like that. But no, we usually end up paying these people because we came in there and bombed their place and to hell, and they got to rebuild. Yes, we bring in contractors. They make a lot of money. Yep. Anyway, yeah, war is profitable. Definitely is. So if we're not going to be the police of the world, then what are we going to be? Well, that's a good question. But in the meantime, Russia and Syria cheer Trump's troop withdrawal. Syrian Kurds are rattled because now Turkey is waiting. They're standing by while the troops move out, U.S. troops from Syria, because Turkey is going to go after these Kurds. The Kurds that were in Iraq, you remember that when we first went in there? That they were actually fighting Hussein's regime over there, and we supported them. Those are the same Kurds who now we're going to let Turkey come in and destroy and give them linguistics to do that. Well, we all know who the people are, what powers that be, actually rule here. Just for the time being, anyway. In any case. Also from the week, judge says Harvey Weinstein sexual assault case can move forward. That's good news. Yeah, very influential guy, I guess, in Hollywood there. So New York judge on Thursday ruled that sexual assault case producer Harvey Weinstein can move forward. Let's see, what else we got? 6 criminal charges over the alleged sexual assault of 3 women. He pleaded not guilty, and his lawyer has since fought for the case to be dismissed. But it's not going away. So everyone's looking for these people of renown, I guess. People that are in, Hollywood people. Powers that be. Whatever. People, there are people that are waiting to see if any of those people will ever go to prison. And if Hillary ever goes to, prison, maybe with Clinton, maybe they're going to build their own prison. They got that Clinton Foundation. And I guess if they unfreeze that foundation's money, maybe they can build a new prison for Hillary. don't see her going there. So, kind of got a headline here and an update, supposedly an update. What the heck is going on in at the London's Gatwick Airport? So I read a little about this and heard that it was drones, industrial-sized drones. They call them down here. Where is it? But anyway, chaos has erupted at one of the United Kingdom's busiest airports right before the holidays. And it's all about a couple of drones. Yeah, they keep trying to go find these drones, and by the time they get there, they're gone. And I know that here in Connecticut, anyway, here in southern New England on the East Coast, southernmost state, I'm in northern Connecticut, in the valley. Here, even if it's a toy, I don't know if it's got to be over a certain frequency or certain size, but you have to register those drones with the state of Connecticut. It only costs $5. I should say only. The state has gotten it into, people's businesses again. I mean, when they started charging you to go fish in, God's country, $25 a year to go fish, just to fish. It costs more for other stuff. That's, I gave up fishing. Yeah. Fishing is very relaxing. Instead of fishing, I just take the boat out and just, let the boat float on the water. It's very common. Good place to talk to the Lord in. So these drones, I don't know. I'm trying to get the facts between what this article says and what somebody told me. Somebody told me that security team came out with something about it, and that they weren't drones, but it was just a story. But that it doesn't give me any other information. It doesn't tell me why they aren't drones. What else is in place of the drones? But every time I go to security team, all you get is questions. Lots of questions. Kind of like the first year of X-Files, all these weird things happening. They really don't give you an answer. They lead you into the next phase, the next show, next week. Anyway, flights were grounded, diverted, beginning at around 9 p.m., and they still have not resumed. They've reopened early Thursday before another drone sighting appeared. Now, from what I gather, these drones didn't really do anything, but they're big enough. Right here it says of an industrial size. So they most certainly can carry, and we've seen them. I mean, even drones here in Connecticut that are used by our police force have flamethrowers on them. Yep, I've seen them. I've seen one. So in any case, chaos at the London Gatwick Airport, UK. Yeah, it's all up to the Democrats. Trump speaks to shutdown. Yeah, we've already heard about that one. Border wall contract. Here we go. Awarded in California. Take it for what it's worth. This is from 911 report. Okay. Sometimes I get to check these things, and sometimes I just get them from people I normally get them. So we both need to use our discernment, And most of the time we can tell. Most. Sometimes believe me, I used to be even more gullible. There are some times where I can really be gullible enough to hitch on some train before I realize that it's going off the cliff up ahead. Yeah. Oh, I always get off in time, but I sure am damaged from jumping off that train and hitting the ground. Yeah, so try not to fall down those rabbit holes or those dead-end trains. U.S. Customs Borders Protection, CBC, in participation with U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, has awarded a contract to construct up to 14 miles of secondary wall and up to 15 miles of primary pedestrian replacement wall in California within the U.S. border patrols, San Diego, Yuma, and the El Centro sectors. Oh, there you go. Yes, I've seen this show. I've seen this movie. I think it says it's an hour. What I can remember of it, it's an hour long, but it's not that long because he comes on afterwards and he tries to sell some stuff that, good stuff, but very expensive. Copper, I bought copper from him one time. But anyway, apparently he has his own lab, or he's something like that. But anyway, this bombshell, Christopher Steele admits, this is not the one I just had. This one. What is going on? This one. Biosludge. That's the one I was just talking about. I wasn't talking about this one. Bombshell. But we'll just mention this one anyway while we're here. Bombshell. Christopher Steele admits he wrote Russian dossier so Hillary could challenge the 2016 election results. Proof the deep state is real. Well, besides that, I always knew deep state is real. But is this proof? Well, I'll leave the link for you. Natural News, this also one, and he made this video. He did a very good job. This Biosludge, and that's what it's called. It's called Biosludged. It is free. I did not pay anything for it. I don't remember. I wouldn't have. But I guess he offers other things in there, so he kind of gets his advertising at the end, maybe for 6 seconds in the beginning. But it's it's something you probably should want to read. This just goes along with what else is going on, with the poisoning of the people. I don't know what else to call it besides genocide. The Georgia Guidestone says 500 million. That's the manageable number, but how are you going to get down to that number? You got to off 6 billion people. How are you going to do that? Well, the Chinese are doing a pretty good job over there. You ever see their smog, the smoke that's in the air on any given day? In any case, this biosludge, it's the, what do you call it? The after effect of your toilet water. Okay, let's just read the title. Biosludge is a toilet to farm scheme that deposits toxic sewage sludge on food crops all across America. They use it as fertilizer. They do. They put it in bags. You can buy them at Home Depot and other outlets like that. They sell this stuff. Can't really get rid of it. You have to go listen to, get this link and go listen to this video, Biosludge. I believe I put it out there on Facebook one time after I listened to it. It's pretty disgusting, knowing where it comes from. We had talked about, other things that filtered water. When they go into systems like this, that and you probably almost have one of these. I don't know what kind of plants you call them. Water treatment plants. Okay, water treatment plants. I mean, we have one about 2.5 miles away, maybe 3 miles. And the one thing they tell you that they can't get out of this filterization, is the pharmaceuticals that are put in the toilets, and because they've tested the water. I don't know how true that is because, I don't know of anybody who else has tested the water around here and found those things in it. I do know that they put fluoride in it. They state that they do. I mean, dentists push fluoride all the time. Do they know? Probably not. You would think that they're kind of go through some type of, they do go through dental school, and they should know what fluoride contains. I don't know whether they got funding for their schooling by, or had to sign some non-disclosure agreement, whatever. But we've known fluoride has been in the water here. There's chlorine in the water, and who knows what else. And now they're talking about these chemicals. And but so you got to have some kind of filterization, and you can make cheap stuff, cheap filterization, and just go to any DIY site, it's do-it-yourself sites, prepper sites, and they will. You can find information on how to make a filter cheaply if you don't have any money. But in any case, this stuff is ground up with other stuff, and it's all put into the retail market and sold to farmers. People, put that on their gardens at home, and they really should read the ingredients. A lot of people don't read the ingredients, not all of it. I bet you a lot of you don't read the what do you call it? The agreements on any contract. Any contract. You go to your phone contract, you get to, you get like a quarter of the way down. It's already freaking 25 minutes later, and you're saying, oh man, I got another 10 pages of this. That's how they get you. And I'm one who's a big proponent on trying to get to all that, because I've found some things in there, not that I could do anything about it. Some people just go and click. They just say, I agree, no matter what, without even looking at it. Click, click, click. And that's it. And what you're doing with a lot of these things, especially with these apps for your phones, you're giving them permission to access all your information. All of it. So, in any case, a good movie, Biosludged. Okay, it's Mike Adams, and I don't know who produces it. He probably does. He's doing a lot out there. Yeah, this last one from World Israel News. We hear Hamas digging terror tunnels, say residents in Israel's south. Because right now they're up in the north of Israel, wherever they are in the north. They're blowing up these tunnels that they're finding. So while they're up there looking for those tunnels and blowing those tunnels up, they're back down there digging in the south. It's been in the news quite a lot lately. So I don't know what this clip says. I haven't played it yet.
I'm standing here on a balcony in a building located in one of the new neighborhoods in the city of Sderot, which is the largest community on the Gaza border. And this neighborhood is also one of the closest ones in the city to the Gaza border. The border itself is located right where the tree line is there in the background, roughly half a mile from the place where we are standing. And the residents here in the area claim that in recent months, they're hearing more and more sounds of digging, that the same fears that were expressed by the residents of northern Israel 2 and 3 years ago, the army back then telling them they have nothing to worry about. But we see in recent weeks with Operation Northern Shield that they had plenty to worry about, as Hezbollah was digging tunnels crossing from Lebanon into Israel. And the residents here in Sderot fear that Hamas may be now doing the same, digging tunnels from the Gaza Strip, which do not only go to the Israeli communities located right on the border fence, but also going even further here to Sderot. They have expressed their fears to the army, which is now checking, but they have not gotten any other responses other than that. Jonathan Regev.
Yeah, there you go, people. That's the news. It's Friday, by the way, and I hope you have a great weekend. Hope your Sabbath is blessed. And people make sure that we keep an eye on family. And we're going to be with family, hopefully. Most of us will. That's when our families get together. Sometimes, for the only time that year. And very important. Family is very important. I mean, not just our immediate family. I mean, we have other families. We have our church families, that we consider family. We're all related anyway. When you come down to it, we all are related. Okay? We're all have come from Adam and Eve from the very beginning. So with that, everyone, I hope to be, out doing something on the weekend, have time to stop by, maybe do something here, talk about something. We haven't done that in a while, so I really want to do that. And if that doesn't happen, because I know I have a dinner on Sunday to go to, but in any case, if anything else, nothing else happens, I will try and be around for Christmas Eve for some short news. So with that, God bless everyone, and come on, love each other. Stop fighting. Stop being offended. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Peace out, everyone.